Hello YouTube, flashlight enthusiast here. Here is the new Acebeam T35, the 18650 tactical EDC flashlight in this beautiful coyote tan color, featuring dual switch design, nice striking bezel and beautiful design with utility functions. Let's see what it offers. You can easily find the T35 on their website, however I also include the link below this video to make it easy for you. It's really decently priced and you have two versions available, black with cool white emitter and the coyote with neutral white emitter, which I got here today. As you can see, we've got 300 lumen difference and a little bit of range difference, however they are practically identical. The marketing is as always great and you have all the information needed on their website. However, if you need to go in detail with testing, stay with me until the end of this video. T35 comes in an attractive box with transparent parts showing the flashlight itself inside the package. Here we've got some standard stats about the key characteristics, the battery, dual switch design, Type-C rechargeable, etc, lumens range, everything you need to know before purchasing a flashlight. Here on the other part, some data about the manufacturer itself, and here we've got a choice between the cool white and neutral white. As you can see, mine is the latter. Inside the package you will find a bunch of different accessories apart from the flashlight. Some product certification assuring you that the flashlight went through quality according to delivery inspection. Your warranty card. User manual with quality control check stamp. Nice velcro holster of decent quality, I would say, and inside there's also bunch of accessories, including a lanyard with adjustable length with an Acebeam logo, short powerbank style USB to USB-C charging cable, might get handy actually, my favorite silica gel, dual O-ring and this spare USB-C charging port cover in case you need a replacement or you lose it. Last but not least, the flashlight itself well protected in transportation. Before operating, make sure to remove this dust cover from the lens, as well as unscrew the tail cap to remove the insulation film from the battery compartment. Let's check the holster fitting. Quite nicely, no problem. I have to admit that this coyote color really is a great contrast to this black holster. Not only holster, here on the other part you have this simple loop for belt and the smaller loop for some attachment here, Acebeam labeling obviously, good quality velcro, but the holster itself is quite thin and light. Nice one. The flashlight itself is quite attractive, I would say. This coyote green, as I mentioned before, is looking good. We've got these tiny details of black that is quite nicely looking. I really dig the look of this flashlight. We've got some quite aggressive knurling here with decent sharpness but not too much. Some on the tail cap as well, pre-attached pocket clip with some lanyard attachment as well, because on the tail cap we don't have any lanyard attachment, so bear in mind that if you like lanyard you have to attach it here on the clip, but the fit is quite tight, so I wouldn't expect any problems here. I like to align the clip with the USB-C charging port here. The cover sits quite tightly, and if you need to replace it, there's a screw down there. There's this nice bezel here, the striking one with quite decent sharpness, but the thing is that it's granulated, so if you turn on the flashlight you will notice that it is turned on even if you face it towards the surface. Here on the business end, we've got this SFT40 emitter in cool white or neutral white. I highly appreciate the choice from Acebeam here. Quite deep, smooth reflector with anti-reflective coating glass here. Really looking premium as it should be from Acebeam. Let's unscrew the tail cap and see the threads. Everything is well lubricated from the factory. We've got a good O-ring, square threads. Everything looks really clean here. And there is also this gold-plated, premium-looking spring, as you would expect from Acebeam. No disappointment here whatsoever. However, there is my disappointment here. I know that probably they would like to decrease the price. However, including the 2600 mAh battery nowadays, it's really a shame here. Even if it's 15 amps rated, I would expect Acebeam to include 3500 mAh battery as in other flashlights to really increase the runtimes substantially. Down there's also a spring, so for tactical design this is really looking good. Shock recoil shouldn't be a problem here and contacts shouldn't be broken. One thing also I like to point out is that because of the design of the switch down there on the tail cap, there is really good tactile feedback for the switch and you don't really need to look for it in the dark. However, because of this design and the switch is protruding, you cannot stand this flashlight stably because there is no metal pieces on opposite sides of the switch as you would usually have on a tactical flashlight. When it comes to the UI, it is plain and simple. You turn on and turn off your flashlight via tell switch. You can have your momentary as long as you have press and keep pressing. And when you click it, the flashlight is on and you just simply tap on the side switch to increase the brightness in 5 different modes. So we've got ultra low, low, medium, high, turbo in the loop, and you can also hold the switch to go into the ultra dazzling strobe mode, one click to return to the previously used mode, and that's basically it. You don't have any shortcut for the lowest mode. As you can see, you can always leave it in the memorized setup, but if you go into the medium mode and turn on again, you go into the medium mode despite holding the switch. So no shortcuts here, you have to rely on mode memory. And if you are wondering, strobe is not memorized either. There is this battery indicator that will light up as long as you have the flashlight turned on. It will display your battery level in 3 different stages: green, red and flashing red, and it also acts as a battery charging indicator. As soon as you plug in your USB-C charging cable into the port, it will go red when the charging is in progress and green when the charging has been finished. However, the charging speed is not the fastest in the world. The beam pattern is definitely interesting because we've got a nicely focused spot from SFT40. However, as you can see, we've got also the second ring up here, which is the really bright corona, illuminating slightly more than this narrow hotspot. And you also have this quite bright spill thanks to this quite shallow smooth reflector. So we've got 3 stages of beam, and it's really quite practical even for a throwy beam like this. Comparing the size to other 18650 tactical flashlights, you can see that T35 is not the smallest one. Here is the Convoy S2 Plus standard one. Here is the Olight Warrior Mini 3. Also 18650, look how much smaller it is here despite having the tail switch and the side switch. And here is another Acebeam flashlight 18650 with SFT40, the P16. Here are my lumen measurements for the Acebeam T35 neutral white edition. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Looking at the runtime graphs, we can see that Acebeam T35, as usual from Acebeam, features a regulated driver. As you can see, I've measured around 1773 lumens, so slightly above expected 1600, and after 2 minutes and 40 seconds of runtime, we still have 1504 lumens before a quick step down over the course of 25 seconds to around 797 lumen level, with flashlight body achieving 45 degrees Celsius. Then the flashlight could sustain around 700 96 lumens with overall runtime of 1 hour and 16 minutes before stepping down to lower modes, flashlight body stabilizing at 45 degrees Celsius. As expected, the high mode is without any step down. As you can see, we've got around 805 lumens at start, and the flashlight was able to sustain around 725 lumens with overall runtime of 1 hour and 34 minutes before stepping out to lower modes. Please mind that with higher capacity battery like 3500 mAh instead of included 2600 mAh, the runtime could be substantially longer. Overall, I found Acebeam T35 to be a great companion in my night adventures, both outdoor and more of a tactical use. Personally, I would probably choose the 21700 battery flashlight every time. However, for those of you who seek something smaller and less powerful, the Acebeam T35 might be a great choice. I definitely missed some shortcuts to lowest or turbo output via holding the switch, or memory of strobe mode. However, if you are somebody who is looking for simple UI and mode memory always on, then this is definitely a great piece for you. I wish that charging was a little bit faster, and especially the battery included would be higher capacity, as nowadays, as I mentioned, 2600 mAh battery is more like a relic than a useful battery capacity. Overall, you definitely won't be disappointed with Acebeam T35. With great design, great durability and regulated driver, it is a solid choice for any outdoor enthusiasts or tactical users if you know the limitations of this particular construction. If you have any questions or personal experience with Acebeam T35, make sure to leave the comment below this video. If you are interested in purchase, make sure to check the links below this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe button to support the algorithm and not to miss any future videos that I release. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.